Hello, Creation Book 3, J. Ara, random page. Vehicle similar to a sleek, wide, flattened bus out in a field. It was wider than a military transport flatbed. That's big. The thing is that it was also a sleek design even while hidden under the heavy tarp. It must have been a member of some royalty driving their new racing bus in a field. Sure. It was a ship that broke while trying to go interdimensional. It wasn't attacked, it just fell apart. There are many beings here on Earth from other locations throughout space, always have been. They became aware of what was happening and tried to leave. Earth has stayed one of the top 4 abusive planets in creation. So he's talking about some kind of ship. Clearly. Earth has stayed one of the top 4 abusive planets in creation. See, I thought it was number 1. And I think many of us here do. And maybe it is. But that makes me wonder, what other kind of planets that are like Earth are out there? Do they have bodies? Do they not have bodies? Are they spirits? Like, do they just fly around like the Fae, but they maintain that kind of abuse? What kind of world is that? How much more kind of attacks? How vicious would the attacks be? You know, what would it look like? Interesting. You can't fully appreciate that until you learn of all the beings that were imprisoned here. The Drakh had already stated verbally that the Earth was under their protection and off limits to incoming and outgoing traffic. As that was not heeded, the barrier was put in place and ships from 3 different races were patrolling the space just beyond our planet, including interdimensionally. I think they're still doing that now. They'll probably be doing that for a while, I think. I'm not sure. Because we need to be protected. Yeah. How much will it take before the mass populace of Earth wakes up to this simple event? It is so clear, so undeniable to an active, open, conscious mind that it should have received more attention than it did. Before this book is finished, I will have made a video about all the videos on the internet which are real, explaining what's happening and or who's doing what in them. And you can check those out now on J. Ara's channel, J. Ara Essex. Not only can you check that out, but there's a load of other information that you won't find not meaning to sound generic, but it is information you won't find anywhere else. Especially about crystals. Really good for crystals. What else? And the metaphysical universe, and not just the cold facts of how things work metaphysically, but the strong understanding, perhaps the strongest, that comes from experience, the experience that J. Ara had has had. The more valid videos that were put in front of my eyes on the internet, the more I saw the screaming little children leaving their comments regarding it to be fake, trust and love God, or some other ridiculous comment. They want to take their place on the internet, to claim their seat of attention as a person of grand knowledge, to be admired and listened to. You might have thought that I was one of those people. But he didn't. I don't think he knew who I was at the time. I don't mind. This is why I never leave an option for comments on my videos. There are many people awakening their full potential, and I want them to hear me without the pathetic children screaming their nonsense in hope of recognition. Their ignorance and confusion is not allowed on my channel. Only an open mind can evolve. The rest are stuck in the tar of perpetual ignorance and arrogance. It's amazing how the obvious can be overlooked when people are stuck in a closed mental state. This was purposefully done by the governments and religions to control you, as I'm sure a lot of you already know. It was also initiated by the original first being halves while they still existed. At the end of this book, I'll have the video's title on YouTube posted for you to watch, at least in the near future. I'll have to find, I'll just leave it there. I'll have to find that video, and I'll put it below. Happy New Year.